And then storage.
Storage on storage on storage.
On storage. So, hey gearheads, and welcome to Garage Shock. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
Way back there is Tucker.
Yep, that's me, and I'm in comfort.
And as
we
Tucker
are all
says,
in comfort.
we are all in comfort because we are in perhaps the best family vehicle for us, for you, in the 2025 Toyota Sienna. Lots of upgrades to talk about in this one, about why it would fit for your family. We'll get into that. We've had this one for a week now. I knew you would love it when it showed up, so I have no surprises, I don't think, coming out of your mouth here. But I am very curious. It's been a while since we've had a Sienna. What are your thoughts?
Let me correct you. This is the award-winning Toyota Sienna.
Family vehicle of Texas.
Rightly so.
Yes.
And this was mine and Tucker's pick when we drove around all the cars at the Texas Auto Riders Texas Auto Roundup.
Yeah.
We loved it then. I love it now. It's a great family vehicle. I can't say enough about it.
Well, we will get into all the aspects, but thoughts first on the exterior style.
I really like this red.
Yeah.
And you know I'm not a exterior red person. But I like this one. It's like a dark cherry. I don't know what it's called.
You're going to make me pull out the window sticker early to get the
a little sparkly. You know, it looks like a minivan.
Ruby Flare Pearl.
Ruby Flare Pearl. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really like on the front of this, the big grille. And then, of course, you've got the little blue accent to signify that it's a hybrid.
Yeah.
I like that little pop of color, even though I know it's just to signify it's hybrid. So that's probably my favorite. My favorite view of this is from the front, because that grille looks a little bit more like your big SUV type.
Okay.
But then of course it slopes up like a minivan. It's kind of got this classic minivan body style.
But did you notice? I know you're a big Supra fan. They stole a body line from the Supra and put it on the side of this minivan.
I didn't notice. What? I'm going to have to go look. I've been too excited about the sliding doors on the side.
Yes. And then even on the back, you've got a little Supra-esque, ducktail spoiler-esque kind of thing. So a lot of Supra design elements on a minivan. So.
And the Supra could fit inside here too.
Practically, yes. Which does translate. Okay. Obviously, we're going to spend a lot of time on the interior of this, because why you buy a minivan is the interior. And this is perhaps one of the best interiors in the game for families. But first, let's talk about the style. We got some mild upgrades for 2025, which included bigger screen, better cameras. But what are your thoughts in here?
Love it.
Love it.
I love the mix of the colors of this interior. You've got the cream, but let me put everybody at ease, because people freak out when family vehicles have cream color. This material seems like it would be very easy to clean. It's not going to have anything rub off on it and stick. It's kind of like, it's soft, but it's kind of hard. Easy cleaning. It's hard to explain. It's soft. It's not like hard plastic, but it feels like it would be really easy to clean. So I like the cream. I like the black. I like the wood here in the middle center console. I think they've done a really good, much better than all of that gloss black that everybody loves.
We do have some here on the doors.
Just a little bit. I can deal with this.
Yeah.
I can deal with this.
Well, I'm surprised when you were talking about the cream, you didn't talk about the seats and how Toyota did it smartly. The cream is the upper portion.
Right.
So that if you're wearing blue jeans, you've got a dark seat bottom. You don't really have to worry about color fade from your clothes, especially blue jeans like you're wearing right now, rubbing off on the cream.
On the cream portion.
So very smart there from Toyota designers. And then storage.
Storage on storage on storage.
On storage. So first, the shelf. Great for road trip snacks. Your phone's currently charging in the wireless charger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cup holders just in the front seats alone.
Yeah.
Like, What?
We can hold all of our drinks.
And then what's this down here?
And this huge cubby where my purse currently is, it's so convenient. I've grabbed many things in and out of my purse already, just from there, in arm's reach. It's not, hidden under there so much. It's there, but you can't get anything there. It's there and it's usable. Yeah. And I like that.
Chrysler Pacifica also has a pass-through here, but it's cramped and small. This Toyota pulled out literally all the stops, and they made this so big, I'm pretty sure Tucker could crawl through it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
And then we've got deep center console here, more USB-C ports.
Down there, it's carpeted.
Yeah.
So, you're not going to hear a lot rattling around.
Built-in armrest, which is good. Multi-tiered storage on the doors. But Tucker, let's talk about this back seat back here, because you're looking mighty relaxed.
I am. Like in the intro, I said I was definitely in comfort.
Yeah. Tell me some of your favorite things back there in the second row of seats.
Some of my favorite things are that the seats recline, and I really like that there's a mini refrigerator right in the back of the center console, and there's also a hose vacuum that can vacuum up crumbs if anybody leaves crumbs in the floorboard while they're having a snack.
Yeah, and it's even easy for kids to use, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even better for moms.
And then you've got sunshades in the doors. You've got a TV screen back here. Air vents coming down from the ceiling. So are you nice and cool back there?
Yeah, I even have one right above my head right now.
Yeah. And then you love sliding doors, right?
Yes.
Makes it really easy for you to get in and out.
Yeah.
But even though you're not riding in it right now, what do you think we need to talk about now?
Putting in my child safety seat.
And then I'll climb around in both second and third rows and show people what it's like for adults back there, because this is a very adult-friendly 3-row vehicle for sure. Before I switch to my forehead-mounted camera to show you what it's like installing a car seat in here, I wanted to show you what the back 2 rows were like for adults. And these really are the place to be. Outside of the fact that we don't have ventilated seats here in the second row, these are the best seats in the house. These are heated captain's chairs, but no ventilation back here. And there are a lot of different ways that you can ride here in the second row. We do have multiple different levers down here for the super long slide function. And I can go so far back that I actually need to put the third row of seats down, which it's up right now, so it's limiting. I could go back maybe another inch or two from this position I'm sitting in now. Lots of slideability here in this one, and then it does also recline, so I could get very comfortable that way. But there's one more lever here for my pop-up ottoman that slides out to give me all the room to get luxuriously comfortable here in the second row of the Toyota Sienna. This really is a second row of seats and a minivan for all ages. This is a very welcome vehicle for teenagers, young adults, senior adults, adults, whatever. This really is a great place to be. And because you have a minivan with sliding doors, it's very easy to get in and out as well. Just slide out just like that. But getting into the third row, you simply pull the recline lever that folds the seat bottom up and the seat back up. And now we have plenty of room to climb back here and get in the third row. And this is where I had to switch you to my forehead mounted camera, because there's a lot to talk about back here. And then we're going to bring in Tucker's child safety seat. The first thing I want to talk about when discussing the third row is lower latch points. We actually have lower latch points on both of the outboard seats and a single one here in the center. So you're going to have to be borrowing or doing something to have 3 across seating back here with child seats. It is a little on the narrow side. I really only think you're going to get 2 normal sized car seats back here. You can see it is 60-40 split, and it is a reclining back seat. So with the pull of this strap here, you can recline the seat back a whole lot, or you can set it more upright, which is that seating position there. But I can tell you, me at 5'10", there is no headroom in this configuration. I do have to recline it ever so slightly, to sit back here myself. The center seat belt actually comes from the ceiling back there. You can see it is currently disconnected because more than likely you're going to be folding this into the floor. Other things back here in the third row, you can see 2 USB-C ports with an auxiliary output for your headphone jack and your own volume control. Here on the side, we also get built-in sunshades here on the small little third windows. And we have air vents in the ceiling. Coming to the other side, no power back here, but we still get our auxiliary audio controls back here. Still get a sunshade, still get an air vent. Of course, we're not left out and left wanting there. It's so hard to talk about rear seat legroom in this because these seats slide so much that it actually necessitates me putting the seat down to fully optimize how much that seat slides backwards. But you can see in normal seating positions, I'm quite fine back here. I am a little bit lower, a little more butt on floor than I would be in the second row. So you can see my knees are a little higher in this third row. But we will now go ahead and climb out and put this second row seat back in place. See, it slides very easily. And unfortunately, due to that sliding mechanism, yeah, once you get a car seat in here, you're really only going to be sliding it forward like this to get in the back, and that's a little bit of a problem. Ain't no way my hips are getting through there. Because of how much these seats move, you can see the seat belts are mounted to the seats themselves, but with the car seat in place, that's going to be your best method for getting into the third row, and then you can just have somebody move this back into place. We do have lower latch points back here, which is very nice. And then all the different luxuries back here. We have map pockets. We have headsets for our 11.6-inch HD screen back here. We have quad zone climate controls with all your controls right there. We have a cool box that does not take away from center console storage with 2 different modes, drinks or frozen drinks. You have a vacuum back here with an extendable cord that does reach the entire vehicle. You can clean out the dustbin by reaching down here. There's your dustbin. So that is very easily cleaned out and taken to a rest stop gas station trash can. And then we have some additional power back here to go with the USB-C and the HDMI inputs. So lots going on back here. But now we will go ahead and grab Tucker's Graco Extend-A-Fit child safety seat. Again, due to just how much space and how much these second row seats slide, like there's no impact on front seat space. I've got plenty of room no matter where I am sitting. And yeah, look, I've got tons of room right here. I'm embarrassingly far back as it is, and still plenty of room, like plenty of room. It's astonishing just how much space is in the Sienna all the way around. We'll go ahead now, set that seat upright. I'm actually gonna have to pull the seat closer to me to be able to actually maneuver around and do everything I need to do to install this child seat. The headrest does have a nice little cutout underneath it, which makes feeding that top tether back through very easily. And then our lower latch points, you can see they are fairly well exposed, but I'm having a little difficulty lining that one up. We'll go ahead and give myself more room to reach in here and get to the second one. And then we'll slide that back. And now we can tighten the seat down, snug it up. And because it's a reclining seat, you can match the recline of your seat back just fine. Now, this is as far forward as it's going to get, but that still allows me enough room to easily reach around back behind, grab and attach that top tether. Now you can see there is a big problem here with just how much give there is on the backs of these seats. That is going to be a problem if you leave a car seat in long term. So again, small updates could make this nearly perfect of a family vehicle. That is going to be a slight problem for having this vehicle any bit longer than the week that we normally have our test vehicles. And then multiple different ways to close it. I could pull the handle, I could push the button, or I can just kick right here where it tells me I can kick and the door comes closed, which would come in handy if, well, I'm holding a couple kids and don't want them running across the parking lot. You thought we were done talking about the Sienna, but no, we still have to talk about putting that third row into the floor and leaving it up and how much space there is in every situation. There is just so much space back here that I can climb back here no problem. It really is super easy. We have some additional storage over there. And then when we fold down our headrests, it is very easy to fold these seats into the floor. Now, my big critique of this style of seat is that when the seat is folded, the seat back is the new floor. Kia also does this same method, and it isn't my favorite because it just leaves, well, that big gap right there that you have to have this flap to cover up. It is just not my favorite method. Both Chrysler and Honda use a method that involves the seat bottom, the underneath side of the seat bottom, actually folding backwards and being a more continuous transition between seat back and floor. So while yes, this is really good and really easy and can be easily done one-handed all the way around, it's not my favorite method. And you can see I do have that second row seat back far enough that it's causing a little bit of a problem putting the seat back up, but it can still be done just by pulling that handle right there. But yeah, still not my favorite method, but it is still very effective in adding additional cargo space. Now, I have it on good authority. I know it's an anecdotal story, but the Pacifica really is the best for folding down or getting rid of all seats thanks to their stow and go on their non-hybrid models. I have heard from my peers in the industry that if you do take these second row seats out, it disables the airbags in the entire vehicle, which is a problem. So if you are needing a completely empty cab in here, sans back seats, this may not be the minivan for you. But if you've got a family or passengers of any age, Sienna may just be the best bet. Tucker did touch on the fridge back here, which I love. They tacked on to the end of the center console. They didn't replace the center console like so many brands that we've seen do. So we still have the functionality of this.
Yeah, which I love.
The functionality of a cooler back here. And there are two modes. There's like freezer mode and fridge mode, which is really cool. We haven't seen that in most cool boxes. No. So lots of cool.
I think I'm ready for another Route 66 road trip.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Mark this down. I've got it on record. She said it. Maybe not Route 66, but definitely a road trip because this thing, hybrid-only powertrain, you touched on it earlier, it can go forever between fuel ups. We'll talk fuel economy at the end, but yes, tons of mileage capabilities here on this one. But as we are turning on the historic brick streets of downtown Tyler, Texas, we can talk wobbly head. And Tucker, how's the ride back there?
It's a little wobbly.
Yep. Holly, we're coming up on the biggest bump.
All right, here it is. Oh.
Definitely hear it more than you feel it.
You barely hear it.
And you barely hear it. That's true. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of reverb here on the brick streets, but this ride is pretty smooth.
Yeah, I would say the biggest downside to modern minivans is they are basically a big tuning fork. It is just a big tunnel with holes cut in the sides for the sliding doors. And so on brick pavement, yes, you get a little bit of reverb and different uncivilized, unrefined pavement sources could give you a little bit of reverb, but otherwise in our time,
the ride is smooth.
Yes.
The ride is smooth.
We've really enjoyed the ride in it. And because it's a minivan and not an SUV, you're sitting lower, so there's less like body roll, wobble, head tilting going on as you drive it around. How has it been to drive?
I really like driving minivans.
Yeah.
How many people, this is the thing, is you can't beat the Sienna's functionality.
You really
Period.
can't.
If you have kids, especially if you have a lot of kids, like this minivan just makes it so easy for kids to get in and out. It's smooth drive, like you said, great fuel efficiency, and it's a hybrid. Well, I don't know how much this one costs yet, but I just know for the cost of what most minivans run for, minivans are amazing.
Yeah.
Now, they've gotten a bad rap for not being cool, for being a mom, soccer mom, mobile, da-da-da-da-da.
Our age group grew up in them.
Suck it up. Like, how many families have we changed their minds and they bought minivans? At least,
several.
Yeah, at least 4 or 5 went shopping for SUVs and we said, just try a minivan.
I know for a fact we've sold 2 Siennas. So.
We've sold 2 Siennas. They're amazing. And I just love it. I mean, it's luxury.
Yeah.
And you could bring your whole house with you.
You really can.
We talked about that when you're traveling with kids, they just come with a lot of stuff. You got to have snacks. You got to have, all sorts of things that could pop up. And when we were going on some of our big long trips that we took minivans for, we'd be like, do you think we're going to need this? And we're like, just throw it in. We may need it, we may not. And that's the joy of having a minivan.
Yep. 100%.
I can't sing its praises enough.
Yeah, so it's got as much interior space as something like a large Chevy Suburban with better fuel economy, which again, we will touch on shortly. But I want to talk on some of the upgrades that we see here in the 2025 model. We've already talked about the vacuum and the cool box, but the big screen with the new Toyota infotainment system in it, the new camera system in it, which really has been good because that was my number one complaint of the pre-refreshed Sienna. The cameras were terrible. But here you now have the invisible view camera where it remembers what your vehicle drove over and kind of gives you a transparent bird's eye view of the vehicle.
Because that would be the thing with driving a minivan is getting used to the length of it when you're parking and stuff. So the cameras make it really...
And over your left knee over there, I don't love the placement of the button, but over your left knee is where the quick access camera button is for the screen up here. But Toyota lawyers don't let you do it at driving speeds. It's parking lot speeds in which you can trigger it. But it does help us going up our steep driveway, our 13-degree incline driveway. So that is nice.
Other things we didn't bring up, which are not new for this year, but other things we just did not bring up is 2-person memory seats, which is nice. Head-up display, which is nice.
Heated and ventilated seats.
Heated and ventilated. We're currently being ventilated.
Yes. What's my favorite feature?
It stays on.
Yeah. So if you had it on the last time you drove the vehicle, when you come back,
it's still there.
It's still there. Which
in the heat of summer is amazing.
Yes.
It seems like it's not that big of a deal, but it's that big of a deal.
Maybe in bipolar spring and fall, it might be a problem where you want one thing in the morning and another thing in the evening. But yeah, I'm going to say
it's hot longer here.
More often than not, I'm happy that it remembers where I had it last. But yeah. And then we talked about cup holders up here. There are tons of cup holders back there. There's power back there. There's the screen, so Tucker can watch videos back there. And with the lounge seats, as Tucker is currently reclining, like you really can't have movie night back there. The last time we had a Sienna, we did do movie night. We camped back there.
Yeah, we did.
And
we didn't camp all night.
We had a movie night in the driveway and then slept in our beds because we're not crazy. But yes, very, very versatile interior space on this one. Other things, built-in sunshades in the back windows, though they do the minivan thing of not covering the full window because of the shapes of the windows. So that's something where some of the latest SUVs that we've tested have covered more window with the shades, but sacrifices, trade-offs. You get the sliding door functionality, which Tucker really loves here.
And buttons to open them up.
Can open them from up here, back there, the key fob, options. You've got the kick to open feature for the doors as well. So if your hands are full, if you've still got toddlers that you're carrying around to make sure they don't get away from you, you can do the kick to open and the door slides open and then you can usher the kiddos inside. But yeah, all really good. It's time to talk window sticker?
Yep.
All right. You mentioned earlier the pop of blue color up front. All Siennas are now hybrid. You have your choice between hybrid front-wheel drive or electronic all-wheel drive, which adds an electric motor to the back wheels. No physical connection between the engine and the motor up front, which all that translates to good fuel economy with front or all-wheel drive. Here we do have the all-wheel drive model, 34 city, 36 highway, 35 combined. And we're seeing 30 in our testing because we are now stuck in traffic. We've been idling and filming a lot. So HVAC really eats away at that, and just sitting still, well, we've ruined it down to 30. Oh no.
Yikes.
But yeah, still very, very good there. All right. Before I hand this back to Tucker, I will let you know that this is the Platinum all-wheel drive trim. It is loaded. It's got everything on it. Just think back to some of the big 3-row crossovers that I've told you we've had the loaded trim of when you are talking.
Did you say this is all real leather?
Yes. Tucker, you see the price at the very bottom in bold?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Holly, what do you think this 2025 Toyota Sienna Platinum all-wheel drive goes for?
I'm going to say 72.
Lower.
Lower? Ooh, 62. Too low? 65? Oh, no. Lower? What?
Just a little bit lower.
Lower than 62? Oh. 60?
What is it, T-Man?
61, nut point, 54.5.
So essentially 62.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fully loaded, and
Okay.
because it's a hybrid that sips fuel, that's going to be your biggest expense out the door, and then you're going to save on fuel economy, especially over something like a big Tahoe Suburban, big thirsty body-on-frame 3-row that are so popular. What are your thoughts now knowing the price?
I think this is a great value. I think you know what I feel about it. I mean, you're just not going to get this kind of luxury at this price. I mean, it's fully loaded with everything that we would want. I mean, it even has a
fridge and a vacuum.
Yep. Like, so it's fully loaded, definitely affordable. You're going to look at some of these bigger SUVs that are going to cost $20,000 more than this, and you don't even have a head-up display, you know? So I'm just saying, y'all, minivan is where it's at if you've got families.
For reference, the Chevy Tahoe starts at the price of this loaded Sienna. So if you are in the Chevy Tahoe market, you're getting cloth seats, you're getting 8 seats, no head-up display, no ventilation, no heat,
no joy, no
TV, no vacuum, no cool box. None of the great amenities that we have here in this one.
Yeah, and no joy.
No reclining ottomans and things like that. And you're paying a lot in fuel as well because they are thirsty.
Yes, yeah.
Before we wrap this one up, though, Holly, you have your top 5 favorite features for moms, and what are they?
Yes, it's really hard because this vehicle is decked out with features for families and moms, but these are my top 5. It's number 1, the vacuum, because it's easy to get up all of those crumbs. Number 2, the TV in the back row, which Tucker appreciates as well. The reclining back seats, comfort galore. And then number 4 is the storage. Love all of the storage on storage. Number 5, the cooling box. And then I have to do the one bonus of the sliding doors. I mean, we've talked about it. That's one of the biggest downsides of a huge SUV is no sliding doors.
0 vacuum?
That's what she started with.
Yeah, that's my number 1, vacuum. Number 1 is the vacuum that kids like to use too.
Yeah. Well, if you want to see more from Holly, you can go find her on Facebook and Instagram at Female Consumer. You can go check out Tucker's YouTube channel, where we were judges at the Hot Wheels Legends Tour at Tucker's Talk on YouTube. You can find all things GT Garage Talk at GT Garage Talk, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, everything at GT Garage Talk, or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. But as for us, in the best family vehicle that we could possibly test in this 2025 award-winning Toyota Sienna Platinum all-wheel drive. Until next time, Gearheads. Bye. Everybody ready?
Ready.
Hey, Gearheads, and welcome
I wasn't ready. Hold on.
And you wonder why I give you a hard time.
I'm as tired as someone who never sleeps.
That's pretty tired.
You did wake up pretty early.